Hello everyone, welcome to the legendary garage sale find video. And it's been some time since my last video, and it has been quite a summer filled with truly legendary finds. I found so much stuff, it took almost 2 trips to bring it all here from Texas. So in this video, I've been going over most of the stuff I picked up in June and beginning of July. Now, if you're hoping to go over the comic books, that's going to be its own video because there was just so many books. I have like 2 boxes that I picked up while I was away for summer. So throughout this video, I'm going to have a bunch of sales just pop up over the screen because a lot of stuff I picked up has already sold, and there's no exaggeration in saying I went to over 100 sales just in June and beginning of July. And I'm not going to show you 100 sales. We're going to go over just a few of my highlights and some of the most memorable ones. So we're going to take a look at those and check out what I picked up.
You came to the right place.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, and this is like video games, but you're gonna see I got all kinds of stuff down there.
Oh, wow.
Too.
Okay. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And there's old albums and stuff like that.
Wolfman, that was a good movie.
And believe it or not, this is an old going thing too. I don't have the sewing machine, but that's not the cable.
Oh, the game's not in here. I take the case off.
The cable.
I got that game already. U-Star. What's the... Oh, cool. This one's empty, but I want the case though.
It's yours.
I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, I like digging through old VHS trying to find movies I haven't seen in forever.
Oh boy, I got a ton of them down there.
Okay. Behind in the back.
Yeah, I built a barn back there, and if you go into on the porch of the barn, I've got hundreds of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
All right, now I'm gonna take this table out. Okay, here we go. There.
Oh, thank you.
Can we go all the way up to this one?
Switch game.
Yeah, you got your raccoon. Oh, exactly. But it's nice to have a rainbow back. Sorry. Trying to drive.
Oh, VeggieTales.
I know. Can I put this here and look at that? There is also another. No, you're fine. There's another building. I want to buy some courtyard area, and that's for sporting goods and hardware, kind of stuff, tools, those sorts of things. So if you were to go out this to the right, then kind of straight across the courtyard area, and then the double doors there would open up into that.
Time to beat up. Time to win. Terra Sonic or Godzilla?
Okay, you said Scream or something?
Howling.
Oh.
Here's Dick Tracy.
You found something?
Yep. Godzilla. He's looking like I'm across him. Ones. That one. I got you. I got you. Guilty.
Just the rainbow. The rainbow's over here and the stuff's right there. The rainbow está arriba. I don't know who put it there. On the, where all the Halloween stuff is.
Sega Genesis cables.
Simon, come on.
Eternal Champions. I remember this game. Oh, I remember this game.
It's a fun one.
Yeah. I'm going to take this, and this. You got some cool stuff. Any more 90s toys?
I don't think so. Well, that's Ghostbusters right there.
Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
Where at?
That one.
This one?
That box.
Oh, this one. Oh, shoot. How did I miss that? Heck yeah. Now I just decide if I want to buy a Yeti.
Yeah.
How much are your Yetis?
Alright, how much are they? I don't actually know.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a price so good I can't say no to. I'm gonna get all that. What is this?
That's just like inflatable stuff. It's like target practice.
Oh. For shooting with pellets or paintball or something?
Yeah. Or like Nerf guns.
Ah, okay. That's a big shark. And this is a funky looking puppet. Oh, that one's adorable. Got a Nemo. Well, not really a Nemo, but let's see here. And oh, there's his head. Okay. I'll get this one. However much that one is. But okay, I'm gonna. How much is that one?
5.
5. How much is this?
It should say on the.
I see kid toys on it.
Let's go $2.
$2.
That's fine, yeah.
$2. So that's 5. 6. 5 and 6, 11. 11 plus 10, 21. 21 plus 8, 29. And another 10. Oh, wait.
39.
Another 10. 39. 39. And 44. 44 and 8. 52. Sound right?
Yeah.
52. Oh, you got some video games in here?
Just Wii stuff, I think. And then we got some DVDs.
Okay. Okay, 52. Unless I see something else. Okay, everybody, so here's the first lot of items that I picked up this summer. So at that first sale, you saw me looking through video games, but I also did find these Tiger Electronic handhelds. We have the Little Mermaid and Snow White. Both of them tested out just fine, so I'm hoping they find a seller online. Now here's a lot of video games that I also picked up. Here's a few miscellaneous titles. A few have sold already, but I'll put them on the screen. So at the third sale, you saw a lot of video games laid out on a couple of tables. They were priced a little bit higher than I had wanted to pay in order to make a profit, so I just picked up the games I knew I wanted. First and foremost, I had to pick this up. We have Super NES and Super Godzilla. They had a lot of random manuals lying around, so I picked up a few here. We have Sonic and Shinobi. I remember playing this game with my uncles a long time ago, so I picked it up. A complete Eternal Champions. This one, I'm not too sure what it is. Some kind of Japanese Pokemon demo. Hopefully someone out there might be able to let me know what it is. Then I picked up a sealed PSP Guilty Gear. And this one just picked up because my niece likes to do karaoke games. Now, I picked up so much media over the summer, as you can see from the second sale. VHS and DVDs, the rarer the titles, the more likely it's going to be worth something. Now, a few of the titles you'll see on the screen are I guess the most desirable ones, but the main point is always keep a lookout for titles you don't always see. So I'm just going to go over here quickly the VHS titles that I picked up. And the Blu-ray and anime DVDs. I went to a sale lucky enough for each one of these was $1, and each one of them has been selling anywhere from $15, and I sold a couple bundles for $30. So amazing profit on anime DVDs and Blu-rays. Now, from the early 90s Nickelodeon fans, they might remember this guy from a show called Eureka's Castle, his little Batley puppet. I had this sealed Lego Marvel Wolverine set. And by far, my favorite puzzle I've found all summer. Found a few, but we have a vintage Dino Riders puzzle. I haven't put it together yet to see if all 200 pieces are in there, but the box art alone was worth the dollar that I paid for it. Now, I picked up a garbage bag full of plush, but I decided to showcase this one. I don't know the name of this Pokemon, but he does sell anywhere up to $20 to $30. Here are a few other little toy pieces that I picked up. We have a sealed Super 7 Snake Eyes and a Toy Biz Vintage Iceman. And last but not least, I found this piece kind of cool. It is a audio book of The Hobbit. I don't believe it was ever actually opened either, so it was pretty cool. Okay, everybody, here is the next set of items from this summer's pickups. First, I want to go over this Marvel Superheroes Heroic Role-Playing game. So as far as I can tell, it's all in there and the pieces were never punched. So I'm hoping to get at least $100 for this item. Secondly, This is the second CRT that I picked up recently that has a VCR built in, which really is a nice little combo. The last one I picked up sold for about $80, if I remember correctly. And the only difference between that one and this one is the other one had an antenna. But I'm going to hold on to this one for a little while because it is nice having a little portable VCR that I can take around with me. Now, with the exception of those two items, everything else here I picked up at one amazing estate sale full of all kinds of collectibles, books, DVDs, and electronics. Let me pull this one in front so you can see what I got here. We have a collector's edition interactive CD-ROM for an episode of Next Generation. And here we have a working Betamax. I have never seen one of these in as good a shape as this one. This is one of two that I picked up. The other one, unfortunately, haven't got to work. It powers on, but just won't take the tapes. And for those of you who don't remember Betamax or even familiar with what that means, it was the competitor for VHS during that little format war a long time ago. Now, what other thing about this amazing estate sale, that it was full of vintage books. Now, I know a lot of people like to scan all the books with some kind of eBay app, but there was just so much in this library that I couldn't do that. So my tip for everybody who's faced with walls and rooms full of books, stick to what you know. So I went around and picked up everything that I could recognize. Basically anything that had a movie, based on a movie, or became a movie later on. Now, I think probably the most profitable ones have sold already. I picked up real early editions of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and also picked up some Indiana Jones books. Here we have Disney's The Black Hole, and some Doctor Who books, Wrinkle in Time, and Dragon Slayer. And you can never go wrong with some vintage Star Wars. Now, I don't know if it was just an online fluke, but this particular Landau Calrissian novel, as of yesterday, sold for about $247. I'm not entirely sure why that particular copy sold for that much, when other copies have been selling anywhere from $5 to $30. But I might lot all of the Star Wars books together to see how well they do. Okay, everybody, last but not least, we have what is by far one of my favorite pickups from the summer. Everything that I picked up from that vintage toy garage sale. Firstly, we have the menacing Yeti and Bigfoot characters. I believe they were from Toys R Us because I haven't seen these things since Toys R Us closed. But they're really neat and I just couldn't leave them behind for a few bucks. And here we have that adorable dino plushie. And you didn't see me pick this up, but I couldn't leave it. It is a Minotaurus little statue. I believe he might be from Europe in origin because his original price here, I believe, is in pounds. But I thought it was really neat and I couldn't leave him behind. So we're going to move these guys out of the way so I can show you what I picked up in the bins. There were multiple different toy lines in bags and bins at this sale, as you can see. And I picked up all the 80s and 90s ones. So firstly, in this bin, we have the real Ghostbusters. I can bins over to show you. I'm not going to do it piece by piece, but just kind of look over that. You can see the containment center from the Firehouse set, which goes for pretty good money, and a lot of different little ghost figures. There are a few of the Ghostbusters themselves, but I believe only one or two. And the next one here, we have Kenner's original Batman line from the early 90s featuring Michael Keaton as the one and only Batman. I remember having a few of these figures growing up, so it was pretty nice seeing them once again. especially considering the Flash movie, which I myself enjoyed, to see my original Batman once again don his costume. Now, before we get to the last bin, we have a few other bags down here. In this one, we have two different series. We have Darkwing Duck and Disney's Tailspin. I've already sold a few of the Darkwing Duck figures already, and they went for pretty good money. And here we have, from the Jurassic Park and its sequel, The Lost World, a lot of the human figures and their dino catching weapons. It came with only 3 little dinos here on top, but it was still interesting to see all these old figures. And the last bag here has Hook figures from the Peter Pan movie starring Robin Williams from the early 90s, if I remember correctly. I had never seen this toy line before, but I decided to pick it up and take a chance on it. Considering I only paid $5 for the bag, it was worth a shot. I am hoping to sell this whole bag as a lot. Now, in the last bin, we have the all-important TMNT characters. I've already made one big purchase of TMNT along with the Darkwing Duck figures, and I've already nearly doubled my money already. Considering that was just with 3 figures, and I have so many more here, it's easy to see that there's probably hundreds of dollars worth of vintage toys right here. Just to give you a little example, I sold a similar Dino Ninja Turtle like this one for about $95. This one is totally complete with all its accessories. I'm hoping to get over $100 just for this one. And I got a lot of the figures that I've been slowly bagging with their accessories here, so I can list them online. It's a pretty big chore to get them all sorted, but it's well worth the nostalgia. Each one is like a little time capsule, and each one I'm thinking, I used to have that one, I used to have that one. But it was such a great surprise to find all these things, and I look forward to seeing what else I can find in the future. So I hope you guys liked this video and the content. Please leave me a comment down below. But until next time, thanks for watching, and the comic video will be coming up next.